There we go. Alright, there we go. Let me double check everything, make sure it's working.
Daddy.
Oh, man. I made a new,
Not as much as
a
it
new
means to us.
notification sound on
We
my
had one
phone.
hell of a time getting here.
And
Nice to
it's
see some friendly
02
faces.
saying darling.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs.
Oh, from Monster.
From, Darling.
Where's the
Thanks.
Pathfinder?
Oh,
You're looking
that
at her.
Yeah, I'll play it.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead.
Let's see.
He made me his successor.
Let me, did you stream
Alec
it? Nope, I don't see it.
is dead.
It should be up.
Please
There you
understand.
are.
Yeah.
It just didn't show up yet. Alright, it's up now. Ugh.
Oh, nice. I got one person on YouTube.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted.
just
Rationing
wanna
bought
see
us
the
some time,
faces
but
on
even
Andromeda.
that's running out.
We need to find more resources. But that takes people. And we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Yes, I'm up to the task.
I'm ready to step up and do what needs to be done. I can handle it.
Youthful enthusiasm will only get you so far in Andromeda.
That's no way to treat a guest.
Oh, here we go. Make sure
I'm
that
Nak
comes up.
Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Oh, I forgot to bring my beef jerky with me. It's stuck.
Welcome to the Nexus.
My beef jerky.
I can't believe how far off track things have gone.
It's bad, but it's not over. Not yet.
Nice.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Earlier, I wasn't really talking that much because
Let me show you something.
there's a full stack of people in here playing League all together.
An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out,
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Taylor, where's Vectra at? The Hyperion is starting to send Italian.
Oh, you're the one that's on Twitch.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't really check a way to see who's on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Alright.
Hello, Console. You and I are going to be very good friends. We'll get you all fixed up and ready to go in no time. As soon as we hook you up to all that juicy, juicy power.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion
Hello,
coupling ends.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I wonder why my mics aren't lighting up.
Not true.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam Node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No. I'm fine.
You can go fuck yourself, Director Tan.
Tempest crew, report to the docking area at once.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. 3rd time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
You know what's sad? Is
Yeah,
I thought
I
the
guess.
black guy was actually a woman's voice.
Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that would really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine. And I don't know, it just blew up.
find out why. Be careful.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
I want to talk to you. I go do my side quest, my main quest. Level up.
I don't think anyone's doing these missions anymore.
No, it isn't. Suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
What am I going to do? It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Bye, Candros.
Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them, but I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash-landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
That's weird. There's a gun here. It's saying it's a rare assault rifle, but it's a grenade launcher. Huh. I don't remember.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts, holding key positions, or just distracting the kit. Authorization complete. Good luck out there. No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilk and Ren.
Yes. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial, and he was found guilty.
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder. The Nexus versus Colonist Nilkin, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
No standoff there. Too small for this.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Or lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my beef jerky. I'll be right back.
What flavor?
Just regular flavored beef jerky.
Lame.
first piece I decided to eat into is so tough.
First what?
The first piece I decided to eat is super tough to bite into.
That's the best kind.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Right then, I'll be in. Try firing off
Oh, this guy.
254C in the third quadrant. Get that working.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
She understands the stakes. If I fail, we...
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your brother's doing.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential?
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's... me, now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient. Far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI, so what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So, what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
I'll listen to this guy talk about Goblin Slayer. He not only does like medieval things, but he avoids saying the word rape and a couple other words because, like, well, I'm not gonna say these words for obvious reasons because You say drop that word one time, and automatic demonetization. Because the YouTube algorithm is very, very sensitive. So like, and it's just funny because he's like, so he points down and he has the word rape there, so he doesn't say it himself, but it's just the proper emphasis on that part. So, which is fair as a YouTuber, you want to avoid losing profit. But for the first time, like out of all the YouTubers, he's the first one to say that. All right, so the process of goblins impregnating women solves a big problem, a big thing that in a lot of animes that they never really explain how to reduce and so on, or whatnot. But the fact that that's how they do it in Goblin Slayer helps create a environment that makes you hate them even more.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine. That helps. Where everyone else says, no, that is incorrect. You could have gone any other way. Like the fact that that's how it's done, like people just get butthurt about it. Like, no, like you know what? It's because of that particular topic that you're going somewhere. I'm sorry that people get so sensitive, but the fact that if you use something like that and automatically makes you a bad guy, yeah, it's retarded.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, some people like how they can go about it, but I don't know. This guy's. I watched his videos before. He talked about how it was the impracticality of having a sword on your back, in which, in all actuality, it is possible to have the sword on your back. And he created a sheath designed around that, which would make it a lot more very, very easy to do. So he does a lot of this weird stuff. It's been interesting.
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times. Sam? What was that?
An eidetic trigger related to your father and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted. That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it. That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you. Needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times. Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style. They call her the Tempest.
Let's go take a closer look.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Damn it. Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest's supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Oh, Echo. Did you hear they cancel, what was it, Daredevil for Netflix?
Yeah. After it's, what, second season?
No, it's the third season. The third season was good. It did well and everything else, but
Everything's
they
state of
canceled
the
it, right?
art. Labs, sensors, exploration
They're
gear.
selling all their IPs to
Plus their
Disney.
crew, of course. The best in their field.
Ah, glad to see you looking well.
Daredevil ended on a good note.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
Needed to continue.
It runs a hell of a lot
It was perfectly
quieter.
fine where it left off.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer,
Therefore, it was
mechanic,
an
all-around
easy to
wrench
sell,
jockey.
you know, to sell their IPs to Disney.
We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading
Luke
equipment,
Cage
gathering
was just
intel.
trash, so they
Router
canceled that.
engaged. Securing connection to
Iron
Tempest.
Fisting was also, garbage. Season 2. It felt like Season 2 of Iron Fist was leading to something good. Finally, like, oh wow, it's actually getting good. It's about to get good. And as soon as you get that feeling it's about to get good, the season ends. That's what Season 2 felt like. It was leading up to something. Luke Cage Season 2, the story was complete garbage because of the political agendas that were added
It's really
to that.
going to be something, isn't it?
I haven't even
And then
shown
the
you
direction
this
that they
part.
went with it.
When you're ready
But
to
the
fly,
music was
head
amazing
over
for
to the
Luke Cage
bridge.
Season 2. Like,
Our pilot
holy
should have
shit,
everything
dude. That
good
was
to
some
go.
amazing blues I have not heard in a while. Jessica Jones, I don't know about that, but we get the idea that since Disney has most of the Marvel characters,
Better
they
head
wanted
to the bridge when we're ready to
collect
go.
them into their,
The meeting room.
add them in.
You can make vid calls from the central table or just
You
get
want
the
to
crew
own the
together.
full IP. So eventually, at one point, Marvel is one whole company. Granted, I mean, good luck getting Spider-Man away from Sony, but that was an interesting venture. Spider-Man was an interesting joint venture between Sony and Disney. It's weird how that went. Wait, did you see the Venom movie?
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control.
She was amazing, huh?
Ah, time for introductions.
One of the
You must be Ryder.
Marvel movies
Gallo
I've seen
Town.
in a while.
A pleasure to be here, and
I
to
love
meet
the
you,
fact that
of
Carnage
course.
is going to be in the sequel.
I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through
I'm
Helios.
interested to see how what's his name's gonna be as Carnage though.
Oh, Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, I can never remember his name.
Don't worry, man. Most people can remember his name.
I'm new to this. Being a Pathfinder, running a ship.
You'll be fine. As for the ship, I can
Willem
help.
Dafoe
I knew the
has
Tempest
been
when she
a
was a
very,
blueprint.
very good actor.
I was test pilot
I
for the
mean, he was
Tempest's
the only reason
early
why the Death
prototypes.
Note live
I
animation
admit,
was any
I'm
decent.
itching
His
to see how
acting
she
was
performs
great.
out here.
He made a great fucking Shinigami. And it wasn't CGI, which was amazing.
So, how do I...
The console
the rest
syncs
of
with
this
your
show is
implant.
complete
Just
garbage.
swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized.
I
For a
don't even know what
Pathfinder.
he's been in.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
Yeah,
We
someone
signed
was
on
in
for the
it.
big
Seen
stuff
him.
when we came to Andromeda.
God, he's had a
All right.
fucking career.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is
Death
transferring
threat.
successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it,
I love how
Ryder.
people were
The
defending the
Tempest
Death
is
Note
yours.
live action. Like,
Unless you've got
oh,
something
they
to say
captured
for
the
the log.
characters so well. Like, no, they didn't. Like, I don't care if they changed the race of the characters. I didn't care about that. What bothered me was that the characters were butchered. Which brings me to my next topic. I seriously hope they don't fuck up the Cowboy Bebop live action. I believe that actually has potential to
I never
succeed.
planned to be Pathfinder. I don't know what's out there.
Because
But we're the Milky Way's best and brightest. We can do this.
it's westernized, so it's
Nexus
easy to
Control,
work with
this
what
is the
we have
Tempest.
here.
Ident 2527, prepping to depart.
Hey,
No. Now my teeth hurt. Because I had eaten a bunch of jerky earlier.
What? Oh, my bad. Better?
To Eos then. What
I
would
was
have
looking
been our
for my
habitat
cloth.
one? 2 failed outposts put an end to that idea. Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
Trying to figure out what happened to the cloth for my glasses. Oh, there it is. You got buried.
This is about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before...
You know I don't normally turn on the white light?
Let's see what's waiting
You know I normally don't turn on the white light?
Anomaly detected. Probe away.
I just need extra light to look.
Tracking a huge
And that wasn't
mineral
as bright as
deposit.
turning on the main light. Oh, God, that's so greasy. Bell! There we go here. Bell! Come on. You know better. You want to go outside and pee again, don't you? If I throw you out, that's it. Huh? Well, I need to take a piss myself, but I want to finish my little video. Alright, I'll go ahead and catch you later. Alright, Nike. Echo. Peace out.
See ya.
don't say you have to be a class. Like, that's insane. Well, then...
If it's not a little though, enjoy it. Oh, on this. My son was in this. On the road. So, no, it's not.
Dude, should I even go behind it? Or should I go
actually.
try for this?
I'm actually kind of scared. Mother.
Right? I think they're woke, dude. Even Sophia had her with fucking rage. Yeah, so.
No, I like watching it. Oh,
yeah, but rage looks good. Like, the rage weapon was ugly as fuck. Who the fuck is Minho?
Yeah.
Double.
Hey, yo, what's up, Raz?
我刚才跟你说了，我这不是跟你说了。
Selling CPAP? Hell yeah. Is there anyone else who's got CPAP? Wait. Oh, dude, I'm down to help CPAP, but we're not. We're doing some small practice right now.
We'll see if they... Ebola.
Well, okay, if you have like the D squad on, yeah. I think CDEV is easier to sell. I feel like if people are buying CDEV, they realize like it's fucking boring, just buy everything. So they'd rather try to.
She's already deep.
Oh hell yeah, dog. No, we're gonna go for that CCAP right now. Dude, when we get, bro, oh my god. Whoa, what's up? Alright, I'm all ears, son. Oh, 200 mil 3 run? Oh shit, you're scamming me, dog. Do I have to pay first? Oh shit, alright. Dude, Alex is with you, we're fucking going for it. Oh my god. Yo, you wanna practice that? We're gonna have like Captain Seacat, shut the fuck up. I know you do good damage, but you hot trash like me, man. You ain't getting anywhere with that.
He just got stolen by the fucking owl. So did I. So sad. Oh shit, the fucking thing. Yeah, let's take a time.
直接打完了，打太快了。机器人试着抢就行了，机器人试着抢，钩子抢也抢不走。老人就不行，我直接去小龙。打来不及吧？来得及吗？算了。对啊。打吗？我觉得。
打吧，打。
龙拉出来！
没跟上。
Yeah. Oh yeah, we need nice.
He's actually
走。
哇，
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible? We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the Ked.
Suiting up.
Ready, Freddy?
Hope we're all that ready.
Muy choto, malo, slap. Very low bar. Very bad. Follow me, Jack.
Tiene una carne legendaria, ¿vale?
TV a streaming vos.
Esto igual.
Sí, pero...
Pero mira.
This is exactly why we came. New galaxy, a new ship. I can't wait to get both a little dirty.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
You got this, right?
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
How to even start?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounter.
Door's getting emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make Eos a home. Got a code lock key.
Gives us access if we need it.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Way. His wife is still in crime. Maybe by the time they wake her up.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay. I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower. place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. Get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we can hunt that signal down.
Don't knock.
There are people here. We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
I'm not a salvager, I'm a Pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let Eos go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help Eos. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location. Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he's what? Plain hooky?
Or he's a part-time salvager.
Really, Ryder?
We've got company. Kidding about the Ket.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power... It's inoperable, Pathfinder.
Too long in this environment without power. We didn't expect this kind of environment. Who could?
You took down all those Ket? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
Holy positively bot. Thanks for the 61 hosts and viewers. What is up? Aw, snap is right. I need to get to that 50 mark. I've never gotten to 50 yet. What's up? What's up? I gotta play another one for sure now. Thanks for the host, everyone. Thanks for the joining the stream. Don't be shy to hit up. Come on, 64, baby. We're there. Come on. Let's go. You get off, Burrito? Burrito, did you get off? Guess we're doing a duel. I gotta stay on for these boys. Let's get it. Don't be shy to come in and join the talk, guys. Say what's up.
Don't suppose you've got anything we can use.
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right that's worth investigating.
Here. A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make... Come on.
Now that power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
We're not scavenging anymore. This is how we rebuild.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
The research station is back online. I've provided...
Yo, what's up?
Special requisition. All-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad. 6-wheel drive. Jump jets. Just what you need. I might be drooling a little bit.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad crate access code.
Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Can't get traction. It's too steep.
Switch to 6-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a snap. Remember the Nomad's jump jets. They'll get you over most obstacles. If you need more juice, the boosters...
Got it. Signal's coming from that structure up ahead.
Radiation within safe levels. Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
I'm picking up initiative tech nearby from above us.
I see it. Up on that piece with the scaffolding.
Crazy enough to carry heavy equipment up there. Too sophisticated for a salvager. Who else is studying this place? It's working, but I'm just getting random symbols. Glyphs.
With more glyphs to expand my database from Habitat 7, I could interface fully with the console.
And hopefully start up whatever helps the atmosphere.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
solve this thing.
Building connection. I apologize for any discomfort. The system seems unstable.
This would happen when my dad tried doing this?
Your father interfaced directly with the atmosphere processor. That proved extremely hazardous. These structures could reveal its control center. System remains unstable. Doubling our power input might accelerate the process.
I'll give it a shot.
Wait!
Back off, or I will put you down!
Whoa! Easy. You've come this far. Just let it ride. I've been studying this tech for months. I don't know how you activated those glyphs, but you have to let them cycle through their channels. It's going to be all right. Trust me, okay? I know. Who am I? I mean, it's obvious who you are. I saw the ship swoop in. You're a Pathfinder. Was beginning to think the initiative just made you guys up so the rest of us wouldn't lose hope, but you're for real, huh?
Maybe you want to knock me down a couple more times to make sure.
No, that's okay. You're obviously corporeal. Pretty solidly built, actually. Well, look at that.
System has stabilized. I'm establishing a connection.
Oh, crap.
I know these things! From Habitat 7! Later! Just take them out! Keep targeting that one! They make little bots!
My first tangle with the Remnant was a lot messier.
The Remnant?
These monoliths, the Observer and Assembler bots, they're all the remnants of something much bigger. But that's too long. Ugh, I hate long. So, the Remnant. Like my name's better as PB.
Ryder, you've been studying this Remnant technology? What have you learned?
Plenty. Not nearly enough. It's old, it uses glyphs, and it's well protected.
I saw this tech clear the skies on Habitat 7. We're hoping it could do the same for EOS.
Huh. Atmosphere manipulation? Maybe. Fits the model. All Remnant tech is connected. You interfaced with this monolith somehow, and now it's pinging the others. If you wake them up too, they must lead to whatever master switch might fix the radiation.
You're sure it'll help EOS? Or am I just a handy way to get those monoliths online?
I'm a little offended by that, Ryder.
Uh-huh.
Okay, maybe. But we both get what we want. Just try. It's not like we can make this planet worse. Here, take my nav points. I've got to figure this interfacing out. Just be careful. This planet's all kinds of strange.
This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
Imagine leaving all the craziness on the Nexus to be the first settlers here. So much riding on you, and then...
This time will be different.
Right. This is our element.
The Scourge may have destabilized this remnant site, Pathfinder. I've picked up readings of Nexus-issued equipment nearby.
The person who left this behind, she was part of the first wave of colonists, wasn't she?
The probability is high. This researcher may have left data pads at other remnant sites as well.
Remember the early data on EOS back home?
When everywhere was labeled H with a bunch of numbers?
Your dad put those readings up in his office. Knew them all by heart. Wonder what those worlds really looked like then. And now.
Spot has shelter, water, stable ground.
The Site 1 folks were interested in the monoliths, too.
Did they learn anything?
Mostly...
There's another rift here. I'll take it. It's actually in circle.
Oh, there's a rift?
I get this chest, I guess. Yeah, there's a rift there. I just got sniped out of the sky. Come on, bro. Catch me some slack. We'll kill that guy, dude. Just like destroy him. Where is he? Where is he?
In that dumpster. Keep him inside though. You see him? Oh, yeah, I see him.
Yeah, he's behind the bus. He's gonna pay for sniping me though. Where are you going, Tate?
Yeah, I can't hear shit, bro.